Hey guys, Kicking Their Bass TV here, and I've had a lot of questions on what I've been catching them on Facebook and YouTube, a lot of messages, what I've been catching them on this month, because some people have been having trouble on Lake Lanier and wondering what we've been catching them on, because we've been catching them pretty great the last couple of times we've been out there, especially last Sunday. There's a couple of baits we've been using, and I'm showing today what we've been mostly catching them on. The first thing I want to go over is the Stanford Lures Patriot Shad, which dives 3 feet. If you're catching them back in the coves really shallow, let me pop this thing out. The color I've been catching them on is Chartreuse Tennessee and Stanford Lures. This one is actually the Buster Brim color. This one, I actually like this color a lot as well. It's my two favorite colors, Chartreuse Tennessee and Buster Brim. Kind of imitates just a brim. And that's the one thing I've been catching them on back in the creeks. Kind of shallow water, about 10 foot. You can still catch them pretty good. Not the biggest fish, but you're still catching fish. Last couple of times on Sunday, I also caught a couple of fish on this. About maybe 6 out of 30 fish we caught was on this. So we did pretty well with that as well. The next bait I want to talk about is something slow moving, which is just going to be a shaky head. I want to show you guys the hook I'm rigging it on and how I'm rigging it and everything. This is just a little tackle box to keep it home from different lakes. This is the shaky head we're using, just spot remover, screw on shaky head, jig head. Usually use 3/8 ounce or ½ ounce. This is the worm we're using, Zoom Watermelon Seed. It's just the 4-inch finesse worm. That's the worm right there, guys. There's many of colors you can use, but on Sunday, this is what I caught them on, is the Watermelon Seed. You can also catch them on seedless watermelon, watermelon candy, many other types. And there's one thing I do to them that makes it so successful. What you're gonna want to do, you can cut this off, or you can just get it off, so it's a flat right there as well. Once you do that, the one thing that attracts the fish a lot, especially works really well in the springtime, is a Spike It garlic color stick. I use this, the Chartreuse, the yellow, and the end of the tail right here, you're gonna want to color about ½ inch of the tail. Some smelly stuff right here, guys. Attract the fish. You can't really see right now, but when that thing's in the water, I mean, yeah, you can't really see it at all right now, but when that's in the water, it glows like it has a glow stick on the end of it. I mean, that thing's shining out there, which that's one tip that I've been catching a lot of fish on. The next thing is I spray my baits. What I mean by that is I scent my baits. I actually don't have it with me right now, but what we've been doing successful on is the Strike King coffee scent spray, which you spray all over your bait. I mean, once you cast a good bit out there, I would just respray it. And what this allows them to do is they'll actually hold on to your bait much longer. It's as if, that's how I see it. It seems that they hold on to it much longer and don't really let go, and they'll bite it more and they like it more. And this is the shaky head, like I said, the spot remover. And that's like this is the screw on one. What you're gonna do is just screw it on, and I just skin hook it, kind of weedless hook it. Just kind of have it where it's not necessarily sticking out, just barely. And that's the little bait right there that I've been catching them on. We've mostly been catching them on points that come out, which mostly all year round you can catch them on points, but we caught them very well on points, kind of paralleling them and throwing across the points. We've been catching a lot of fish on, like on Sunday we caught about 30 just on points. We finally figured it out and we started catching them like crazy. There's a couple of different ways you can catch them this time of year, and one thing is, especially on Lake Lanier, is you can go out on the deep brush and catch them, especially with the Stanford lures. As you can see right there, Stanford lures, the deep diving crankbait. You catch them over those deep brush, and you'll actually catch some bigger ones as well, which in my next couple of videos I'll be showing that. And you can also just throw a shaky head, like if they're slow, like the other day where they were a little slow, so we started throwing the shaky head and caught a lot. But yeah, they're moving out right now at Lake Lanier over that deep brush, and some people are catching them, some people aren't. There's just many of different ways. Some people are fishing back in creeks, some people are fishing points, some people are fishing main lake, and some people are fishing really deep brush. And mostly early in the morning you can go through a weighted fluke or a jerk bait, and you can get those aggressive fish, even a spook. I mean, they're starting to, even a wake bait as well, they're starting to bite top water and everything already out in that main lake. Well, alright guys, I hope this helped you, and just next time you're out on the lake, just stick to these good baits. If you haven't checked Stanford Lures out, go to www.stanfordcedarlures.com, and also like them on Facebook, Stanford Lures. I'll have a link in the description to like them, and check out their YouTube as well. Well, alright guys, next time you go out, just try these baits, and I'll assure you that you catch fish.